Daily Broadside, day 595. This will be my, once this posts, this will be my 700th YouTube video, and like, I don't know, 620, 630, somewhere in there in the TikTok universe. But here's the thing, right? It's 2024. I gotta tell you, I'm old enough to feel like it was yesterday that it was Y2K. Y2K was 24, 25 years ago, whatever that was, 99 going into 2000. It's crazy how fast time goes by. But here we are, 2024, you know, here we are. So I had a great weekend though. That's why I haven't been posting anything, because I've been busy. I had so much crap to do. I'm overhauling my shop at the house, so I got that going on, which is, I don't know, man, you accumulate so much crap. And I got to keep going through and just weeding out. I'm like, I don't need this stuff anymore. I don't need that. I just need to minimize, because my kids are going to hate me when I die. They really are. They're going to be like, why does this stuff exist? Anyway, so I got that going on. And then I head down to the Queen City of Charlotte to go down for some fiesta stuff for the New Year's weekend. Checked into like a 13th floor. That's all they could get me. It was like 20 some floors, but I could only go to 13. And I want to go as high as I can. I'm not one of, not I say 13th, 14th, whatever it was. It was, yeah, 12. It wasn't 13. There isn't. Well, there wasn't a 13. It was 14. That's what it was. There's not a 13. That's what it was. And I think that's stupid, by the way. But go down there, check in. Nice hotel. Went to see the Beetlejuice musical. It was good, and I'm fascinated. I think that's the only thing that gets me to even get out of my house to go to a musical, is because I'm fascinated by the production. The way they can make lights and stage show manipulate, and that stuff's pretty cool. It really is. That the stage production side is that keeps me going. And there was an orchestra pit, so you could watch. You know, that's pretty cool, because there's a lot of, in this show, there was a lot of like ad lib, I guess you could say, and you watch the band and they have to know when to come in and all, which is pretty cool to watch. You know, they're down there with their dimly lit little lights and all this sight reading, all this stuff. Anyway, very well done show. But I gotta tell you, the thing I don't like about the musicals, it's the singing and dancing. I hate that part. The talking is fine. I'm more of a play person, but there wasn't a Beetlejuice play, there was a Beetlejuice musical. So, but it was very well done. However, Belk Theater, Durham, Raleigh, Greensboro, y'all are winning in the theater department, because y'all's theaters are way more better laid out. This one was not. I mean, the theater itself was nice, but you shouldn't have to wait in line. There shouldn't. I mean, the place probably held 3,000 people, and there's 9 toilets. Like, when there's an intermission and you got 15 minutes or so to all go take a piss, I mean, you might as well have a 70-foot trough. We all just, pull out and just piss into it at the same time, because just wait. And you feel sorry for the women. They got to drop their pants, and I don't know how many toilets they had, but it couldn't have been that much more. And then you got 4 people serving alcohol to a line. I mean, there were still 20 people in line when the lights dimmed for everybody to come back in. So I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, I was sitting in one of the little Abraham Lincoln seats, on the side. There was, and the usher was like, because I had my drink sitting on the rail. Not at the rail. It was like, there's a platform. It's where that's. That they're trying to get you to do that, because it's a perfect place to put. That's why I got that, because you can have to put your drink there. You got somewhere. They don't put drink holders in those things. But anyway, got done with that. Prior to that, went out to eat. Had one of the best fishes, the best fish I've ever had in my life. It's top 3, maybe top 2 ever. It was a bang bang grouper. I'll put a picture of it here in a minute. But phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Competes with a rainbow trout I had with this blackberry sauce up in Virginia years ago. That's still number 1. But anyway, phenomenal restaurant and all that stuff. Get out of the show, walking back to the hotel, because it was only a block or so away. And Charlotte, like any other big cities, got their homeless issues. And I'm watching all these homeless people, and there's all these people on one corner right outside the restaurant that I'd eaten at, out there professing Jesus. And Jesus, in fact, what they were saying, I thought they were anti-Jesus, and I'm still not sure what their message was. But at any rate, they're on like a megaphone with like a portable speaker, and it's loud as hell. It's 10:30 at night. Now, I'm all for the First Amendment. It's a beautiful thing, That's what makes this country great, because I don't care what anybody tells you, we're the only country with free speech, okay? There are countries that have versions of free speech, but to an extent. at some point you lose that free speech, and you can be fined and imprisoned and all kinds of stuff. So we are the only true ones. I don't care. Hey, nobody can tell you, oh, Britain and Canada, Germany. No, they don't. They're not free speech countries. We are the only ones. And that's one of the things that makes it such a beautiful place to live in. And if you don't recognize that, you should go somewhere else. Cuba's nice this time of year here. But anyway, I'm all for free speech. It's a beautiful thing. But the government can limit 3 things: time, place, and manner. And I think time and manner is a little ridiculous when you're, I mean, there's apartments, condos, all kinds of stuff right above me. If I'd have lived there, I'd have been a little pissed hearing Jesus 10:30 at night. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear it any time of the day outside of my house. But I recognize people's ability to say it. Nevertheless, it was a little loud, right? Go back to the room, check out the, or not check out, but, you know, ditch some clothes, go up to the rooftop bar. 22nd floor, very nice. I love big cities at night. They're just so beautiful. You're out there on like the balcony and all, having a ridiculously overpriced drink. I had a Christmas Manhattan, $27. Woo! You drop $93 in that bar like that. It was about 30 minutes, and you're like, well, I guess that money's gone. But anyway, the morning before I left, I'll throw this in, I watched Basic Instinct against my better judgment. I thought I remembered that being a good movie. It is not. It really is. It sucks. In fact, if you take out the fact that Jeanne Tripplehorn and Sharon Stone, who was banging back then, don't get me wrong, she was a beautiful woman back then. She had it all going on. Them ski slope, little titties, and great ass. Everything was going great for her. But I think that's the only thing that got people interested in that movie. It obviously wasn't Michael Douglas's acting or any of the storylines and contained therein. It's just kind of dumb, you know? But anyway, I watched that and I said, I'll never do that again. But then Sunday, I started rewatching The House of Cards. And I gotta say, if you've never watched The House of Cards and you're even mildly interested in politics, or maybe you don't know enough about politics and you'd like to learn, that's a great launching off point, because that is just such a great show. And I will say this, I think that Cersei Lannister and Claire Underwood are pretty much interchangeable cunts in the fantasy fiction world, because I never like, I don't think you're supposed to like either one of those people, especially not Cersei, because she was just a bitch and a half. But I don't think you're supposed to like Claire either. But I hated her from the beginning. But see, I still hold it against her that she's Forrest's girlfriend, and she was a whore then. I think that's been beaten into the ground enough. She was just a dirty whore, and she treated Forrest like dog crap, But anyway, phenomenal show. And even what I think the greatest part of that show is based on a book from like the British. It's like prime ministers and all that kind of stuff. It's like not based, or it wasn't written, the book wasn't written about American politics, but they, conformed it to that. But what I think the best part of that is other than Kevin Spacey and Robin Penright, Gillette, whatever her name is, those two, they're like the only people that in the entire show. And I think when you do shows with unknowns, I think that makes the show so much better, because you're not grading them on past performances. You're not sitting there like, man, Brad Pitt sucks in this. He was so much better in blah, 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 blah. So anyway, but now I am on my way to where? I'm on my way to the bar to do the drawing for the 2024 Deadpool, to find out which celebrities will be dying, to see if I can win myself some money. Is that gambling? Nope, that's not gambling, because that is not a game of chance. That is a game of skill, because it takes skill to predict which celebrities will be dying. I'm hoping that Jimmy Carter dies sometime and then like last night, so no one can pick him, because that's going to be everybody's first pick, because that dude looked like warm death, cold death mixed together when he was at Rosalind's, whatever her name is, funeral a few weeks ago. So y'all have a great one. I get him.